Hey boys and girls, today's focus lesson is a focus on problem solving. I can partition shapes into equal shares and measure objects in real world context. Remember, in our learning target, the word partition means to break into pieces, break into parts. And equal shares means shares that are the same size. So let's get started. Think about going on a picnic. Have you ever been on a picnic? Usually when we go on a picnic, we share food. So think about the foods that are usually eaten at a picnic. Got some ideas? Did you think of a sandwich? Well, John wants to share his sandwich with his sister, which shows a way that he could cut the sandwich into two equal shares. So two equal shares, I'm thinking about the vocabulary word half. How could he divide his sandwich into half to share? Look at each choice and think about whether or not you think it is half or not. Are the shares equal? What do you think of choice A? That looks like a good choice. We have two parts and they are equal or the same. What about choice B? Yes, choice B would also work. There are two parts and they look about the same. What about choice C? No, choice C would not work. Why not? The parts are not equal. There's one very small piece of the sandwich and one large piece of the sandwich. So choice A or B would work, but not choice C. All right, what if he's going to share his pan of brownies? How could he divide the brownie into 4 equal shares? Look at each choice. Would choice A work? Yes, choice A would work. We have 4 equal pieces. What about choice B? Let's count our pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they equal? No way. This person that got that small piece of brownie would be upset, wouldn't they? All of these pieces are not equal. Let's look at choice C. Yes, choice C would also work. There's 4 pieces and they all look to be about the same or equal. So choice A and choice C are divided equally into fourths. Choice B is not. Let's look at the next item up in the picnic. Now John is going to share his pie. How could he divide the pie into 4 equal shares? Remember, equal means about the same. Let's count our pieces in choice A. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Do they all look about the same? No, so A would not work. Let's look at choice B. We have 1, 2, 3 pieces. Are they about the same? No, and there's only 3, so that wouldn't work. What about choice C? 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. They all look about the same, so choice C would be the only way to evenly divide the pie. Look at this statement. 1/4 of this square is more than 1/2 of it because 4 is greater than 2. Do you agree with that? Is that true or is that false? 1/4 is going to be more because 4 is greater than 2. No way. All right, let's see why not. Here I had a piece of paper, one large sheet of paper, and I cut it into 2 equal pieces. It's not a square, but it'll work the same. And then I had a yellow large sheet of paper, and I cut it into 4 pieces. So put these back together. I would have one large sheet of paper. Now I'm going to compare the 1/4 piece, the yellow that I cut into 4 pieces, to the green that I cut into just 2 pieces. If I put these together, let me label them to help us out. We have 1/4 and we have 1/2. And this is how we write those fractions. So if I compare them, the 1/4 piece is much smaller than the 1/2 piece. So even though the number 4 is larger, the 4 pieces, if you have to share with 4 people, you're going to get a smaller piece than if you have to share with 2 people. So this statement is false. Fake news. Here it is in a picture for you. We can see the 1/4 piece is much smaller than the 1/2 piece. All right, let's talk about measurement. We're measuring with paper clips, not a ruler. And we want to tell if carrot at the top or the carrot at the bottom is measured more accurately. What do you think? Top or bottom carrot? The bottom carrot is more accurate. If you notice on the top carrot, they didn't start at the very end and they didn't go to the very end. On the bottom carrot, we started at the very tip and went all the way to the very tip this way. So when we measure, we want to make sure that we start at the very beginning of the object, and what we're measuring with, our paper clips, are touching. They're as close as they can be without overlapping to get the most accurate measurement. So your assignment today is going to be very similar to the practice we did together. You have 3 items that are at a picnic, and you are going to divide them like the word problem asks. You can either use your paper from your textbook if you pick that up from school, or you can draw it on your own paper and go to Insert, Image, and put a picture of it here, okay, and send it to your teacher. Now, the second part of the activity asks you to measure. So you're going to click on the paper clips and use your arrow keys. Probably will be easier to move and line up the paper clips to see how long our orange, our celery, and our crackers measure. You type in the number of paper clips used to measure and then put them in order from the longest item to the shortest item. So type the names of the items, or you can write it and take a picture and insert it, camera, and insert a picture if you would like to do it that way. Remember to share all of your work with your teacher so she can see how well you did on this lesson. Have a great day.